It is going to be a milder day today. However, we see a front that passes through this evening and temperatures go down for this evening and tonight. So here's your forecast this afternoon. 63 degrees in Grove Hill, 64 in Maroville, 66 in Mobile, and 66 in Gulf Shores. Over the next 10 hours, again, we get to that middle 60s point. Then this evening, if you're out around 5 or 7 p.m., you can see temperatures upper 50s. We'll have a little bit of cloud cover sliding through at that point, but it should be a nice evening if you want to be out. Let's talk winds. I do think we have an increase in winds this afternoon. West-southwest around 10 miles per hour with gusts that could be higher. Here's the forecast. It's the forecast model from the National Weather, or the forecast from the National Weather Service. You can see 3 p.m. here on Wednesday, wind gusts around 20 miles per hour. Then those go down in wind speed and the wind direction changes here. Then Wednesday night to Thursday morning, we can see northerly wind coming in with winds gusting to around 10 to 15. So here's the front that we're expecting. It's going to be a mostly clear day, mostly clear afternoon. Then this evening, the clouds slide on in here. And as they do, it's pushing the front through. Cooler air comes in. Behind that, we'll have a northerly wind as we start our day on Thursday. Thursday morning temperatures, 35 degrees in Grove Hill, 36 in Monroeville, 36 in Evergreen, 37 in Atmore and Bruton. Looking at the coast, 40 degrees in Gulf Shores, 41 Navarre, Destin, 41 in Pensacola, 38 in Pascagoula. So we had a milder day today. Now it's going to be a cooler day tomorrow. Temperature around 60 degrees in Lucedale, Pascagoula, Leakesville, 59 in Mobile, 59 in Gulf Shores, 58 in Atmore, 59 in Bruton, and 57 in Grove Hill. So these numbers just a few degrees down, but we have even more temperature changes ahead. In fact, we have a wind shift that happens this weekend. On Friday, winds turn a little more southerly. We won't really have moisture pouring into the area, but it will be less dry than it was. And that temperature is 70 degrees, dew points in the 50s. It is going to feel a little different than it has, and the air mass really changing here ahead of our next system. Next system comes in on Sunday, knocks the temperatures down again early next week. Here's what it looks like with the forecast models. You see that push of brown that came in there? That's that first front. Still relatively dry air early on Friday, but look what happens later on. You see how the colors get a little bit more to the green, the lighter colors there. This is 2 p.m. on Saturday, and this is the milder air mass that we're going to sit in with temperatures in the afternoon around 70. Then you can clearly see where the front comes in. See how everything gets darker? That is the drier air moving in. Single-digit dew points here, so that is very, very dry air that moves in. And I think early next week is going to be chilly. So here's what it looks like over the next 7 days. Mostly clear skies in the near term, except for a little batch of clouds that rolls through this evening. 41 degrees overnight, then 59, excuse me, on Thursday. Then the weekend is the mild part there before Sunday. Another front passes, and temperatures do go a little lower for early next week. Looking long range over the next 10 days, it looks like next rain chance, if it were to happen, would be maybe later, midweek, late week next week. We're looking at those long range forecast models, and we'll keep you updated. I'll have more updates coming up on social media, of course, with this. We've been posting about the long range forecast, so check that out as well. But in the near term, front passing today with a little breezier this afternoon, then cooler overnight tonight.